Okay, I first want to thank you guys for coming and helping me out, right? Today we're going to play a game, right? We're going to name that superhero, right? And when the superhero's face pops on the screen, right, I want you guys to tell me the name of the superhero and their superpower. Can you do that for me?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Let's do it.
Flash.
Okay, what is his superpower?
He can run really fast.
He can run really fast, right?
Yeah.
Why is this a superpower?
So he can be faster than a bullet.
Okay, so faster than a bullet, huh? Wow, okay. What else can he do? What can speed help us with?
He could,
Can he get to places really fast?
yeah, he can catch people real quick.
He can catch people who's trying to run. Okay, so that's a good superpower. Okay, let's continue to go.
Thor.
What is his superpower?
He controls lightning.
Controls lightning, right? Why is that a superpower?
He could defeat people.
You can defeat people with it? Okay, I guess so. I guess that's a great superpower to have. Control of lightning and thunder. You can scare people, you know. Do you get scared with lightning?
No.
I do a little bit.
No, not me.
Wonder Woman, what's her superpower? She's strong, right? She's strong, right? Does she have an invisible jet or something like that?
Yeah.
Well, that could be pretty cool, huh? She don't have to pay parking fines. Okay, who's this guy?
Green Lantern.
Green Lantern, what is his superpower?
He could control stuff.
Force field.
Force field.
What is that on his hand?
A ring.
Isn't that his power to have that ring? That's
Force
a
field.
superpower, man.
Force field.
Force field. Yeah, why is a force field important?
To protect you.
To protect you, right? Nothing can come in on you, okay? The force field. I like that. Force field. Okay, who's this guy? What's his superpower?
He can fix stuff in less than 5 seconds.
He can do what? Fix stuff in less than 5 seconds? You work for the Home
People in
Depot?
5 seconds.
Huh?
He could defeat people in less than 5 seconds.
Oh, defeat people in less than 5 seconds. So he has a superior fighting skill. Okay, you can say that's his. Now what about that shield, right? What is that shield made of? Plastic?
Iron.
No, titanium.
Iron.
Okay, it's an indestructible shield. What is it made out of? I do not know.
Iron.
I do. Vibranium. Like that. Okay, who's this guy?
Superman.
What? Okay, what is Superman? Okay, we could be here all day listing Superman's powers. What is Superman's superpowers?
Strength.
Strength. He's very strong.
Heat vision.
Laser eye.
Heat vision. Okay, what else? What about his
Flying.
breath? Speed. He is fast, right? I forgot that one. What about his breath? Tic tac or not? What does he do with his breath?
Freezes stuff.
He can freeze you with his breath, right? So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Superman is like the ultimate superhero, huh? He has a lot of
Oh,
power.
he has a weakness.
What is his weakness?
He could die from a green rock.
What's the green rock?
Kryptonite.
Kryptonite. Okay, so he has a lot of superpowers, but he also has a weakness. Okay. What is this guy?
Spider-Man.
Okay, I'm gonna have to admit, this is my favorite superhero, right? What's his superpower?
Web.
He can shoot webs, and what else?
He could climb on walls.
He can climb on walls, right? I don't know.
And backflip and land on his feet.
And land on his feet if you jump. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool power to have. Now, let's talk about this, right? What does that say?
With great power comes great responsibility.
Right. With great power comes great responsibility, right? Did you guys know that this is a biblical principle? That all superheroes use this principle because what do they have? They have great what?
Power.
They have great power, right? But with that power, what do they do with it?
Responsibility.
They use it to help people, right? Okay, this is a biblical principle. Let me show you. Okay, it's in the Bible, but not everybody talked about this biblical principle. But the one person who did was who? Jesus did.
Jesus.
Right, it was Jesus in the book of Luke, right? In Luke chapter 12, verses 48, Jesus said, from everyone who has been given much, much will be required. Right? Why is this important? Right? Let's go back.
Oh, power.
With great power comes great responsibility, right? So to those who have been given much, much is required, right? And in this passage, right, Luke is going to talk about, in this passage in Luke, Jesus is going to give a parable about this guy who has been given much, but he didn't do anything with it, right? And because he didn't do anything with it, right, he's gonna be put in some big trouble. Okay, so Jesus is gonna use this verse, and he's gonna say that from everyone who has been given much, much will be required of him. Right? This is called a biblical principle. Okay, and let's boil it down. Okay, what makes a superhero a superhero?
Superpowers.
Superpowers? I guess they can make them a superhero, right? But if they had superpowers and never did anything with them, would they be a hero?
No.
No. So to the bottom part of it, what makes a superhero a superhero?
Using their powers for good.
Using their powers for good, right? I like that, right? Their ability to save lives, right? Because they can do a lot of amazing things with their superpowers, right? But would they be superheroes if they never saved a life?
No.
No. They'll be super, but they wouldn't be superheroes, right? What if I told you that Jesus has given us much, and with the much that we have received, we have a great responsibility. And what is that responsibility, y'all?
To tell others.
To tell others, right? And that's the gospel of Christ, right? Why is it important that we tell others about the gospel of Christ? Why is it important?
So they can be saved.
So they can be saved, right? So with that, is that our great responsibility? Yes, it is, right? And this is something that's seen throughout the Bible because it is so important. It is mentioned over and over and over again, right? It's how we save lives for how long?
For eternity.
How long is eternity?
Forever.
It's forever, right? It's forever. So superheroes, do they save lives for eternity?
No.
Only for a while, they save lives, But we have the ability given to us through Christ to save lives for eternity. And what is that ability through?
Jesus Christ.
And what do we call it? The what?
The
gospel of Christ. Okay, the gospel. We call it the gospel, but it's also known as the what? The good news. The good news. Right. Okay, and like I said before, this principle is so important that all throughout the Bible, right, it is mentioned. And we're going to go over a few verses and we're going to read them together. And I'm going to explain it to you, okay? John chapter 5, verses 24. Let's read it together on the count of 3, okay? Y'all ready? 1, 2, 3. Truly, truly, I say to you, he who hears my word and believes him who sent me has eternal life and does not come into judgment, but has passed from death into life. Why is this important? Right? You have thought about it? Why is it important?
It's important. I forgot what I was
You think about it. Why is it important?
So that others will be saved with us.
Right. So that others will be saved with us, right? You see, the only way we have eternal life is by believing in the gospel of Christ, right? It was this thing called sin that separated us from God. And so it was such a problem that God sent his son to do away with sin. And all we have to do is believe in his son. And that's the good news. That's the gospel, right? So what do we believe about his son?
That he is
the one and only true God.
He is God. Okay, let's talk about the gospel, right? We believe that Jesus came, lived a perfect life, died for our sin, and rose again on the third day. That's the good news. And that's what we tell people. Right? Because this gift that we've received is meant to be passed on and on and on and on. And let's continue to look throughout the Bible where we can see how we can use our gift for good. Okay? Romans 10, chapters 13. What does it say? For whoever will call upon the name of the Lord will be saved. So who is this whoever? Is that everybody or is that just a certain group of people? Everybody, right? So the message, the gospel, it goes out to everybody, right? But you know what? Not everybody's going to believe. But that's not our responsibility. What is our responsibility?
To tell others.
To just tell. Okay? To just tell. Right. So whoever will call upon the name of the Lord will be saved. Right? The Lord wants us all to come to know him. Right? Ephesians chapter 2, verses 9 through 8. Okay, we're going to do it on 3. 1, 2, 3. For by grace you have been saved through faith. And that not for yourselves, it is a gift of God, not as a result of work, so that no one may boast. Right? So, what that is saying is this. we can't say we saved ourselves, right? And we can't go to people and say, hey, I can save you. No, we can go and say, hey, you need to go to Jesus. Jesus is the one that can save you. You need to believe in his gospel, right? And we can't even boast about it. Like say, I did it for myself. Jesus did it for us. He did it all for us. We can't even boast about it because it's the good news that we receive and it's the good news that we can tell others about it. Isn't that great? All right, the last one, right? John chapter 10, verses 28. And 1, 2, 3. And I give eternal life to them, and they will never perish, and no one will snatch them from my hand. Oh, isn't that cool? Right? So once Jesus has us, right? Who can take us away from him?
No one.
Nobody. You know why? There's none greater. None greater than him. So nobody can snatch us from God's hand. That he has us, right? And this is what makes us superheroes. We have the ability given to us by Jesus to save lives, right? And how do we do so?
Tell them.
To tell them of the gospel of Christ, right? So let me ask you a question, right? Who do you tell?
Everybody.
Everybody. Okay, right? Today's Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday, right? And you guys are going to go to school tomorrow. Who are you going to tell?
Everybody.
Everybody, right? Everybody. Okay, you guys are going to be walking home, right? And you're not going to talk to strangers because we do believe in stranger danger, right? But if you see someone you know, who are you going to tell?
Everybody.
Everybody. Everybody. And this is what makes us super. Thank you guys for helping me out today, and I appreciate all your help, and you guys have a great Sunday.